Hello everyone, Julia here. June 6th, 59:17, and it's Monday. And we're going to have a beautiful day here in the Algarve in Portugal. It's going to be really hot, around 80 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot here. I'm from Texas, so they don't know what hot is around here. But sometimes it does feel really hot, I have to say, when you get in a spot where there's no wind and the sun beating down, but that's everywhere. So how is everyone's attitude? Do you have an attitude of gratitude? Because that changes everything. And also, being optimistic. I see so much pessimism, like on Facebook. I'm not on a lot of different social media platforms. One is more than enough for me. But man, some people are just so pessimistic. And all they want to do is point out all the bad things that are going on, but they don't really have any solutions. And their solutions are just to be uptight like they are and do everything exactly the way they do. So, yeah, just have gratitude, be optimistic, and know that you create your own little reality. You have your own universe. And it kind of sounds selfish, but it's really not. It's self-preservation. Because we're in a survival simulation. And if you want to know more about that, see the Archaics channel. There's a playlist in my Save playlist. But yeah, we can come through this as good or as bad as we consider. If we consider that things are going to be really bad, then they're going to be really bad. And it's also about appreciating the little things. There's so much to appreciate. So many things. Like, I just appreciate having this opportunity to speak to you right now. I mean, how cool is that? We would never have this opportunity if it wasn't for this phenomenal technology that we have. And that's something to take note of for those that aren't buying into all the resets and simulation theory stuff. Because look how fast we came from horse and buggy to the technological advancements that we have now. And just think, if we hadn't been stopped every 138 years or so, how far advanced we would be, and how far advanced someone is to actually have created this simulation that we're in now. And it's a very advanced, sophisticated one, nothing that we can really understand because, there's so much realness to it. Nature is real. We can convey our desires and intents to trees, and they'll help manifest them. And there is magic that happens. So we have to just stay focused on what we want and somehow know it's going to manifest and come into fruition. So, nobody gets out of here alive. I really do think that our time here is set. When it's our time, it's our time. But how we feel till we get there, and what kind of state we're in, both physically and spiritually, and not just both, but mentally, energetically, that's all up to us and how we perceive things, So it's perspective, it's gratitude, it's, being optimistic. And I'm not saying don't be a realist, but at the same time, you do manifest your reality. So what is being a realist? Most people wouldn't think I could have the lifestyle that I have. I'm intentionally retired early because I don't need a lot of stuff. I don't stack up cash or anything, but every time something happens and I need funds, I get them. And if I have everything I need and then some. Have everything I need and then some. So, and it'll always be that way. And I've always known it would be that way. And that's why I've never been one of these people that have been all about insurance and savings and all this other stuff. Just in case something happens. Nothing's going to happen to me. The worst thing that's going to happen is I die. And that's not a worse thing. That's a good thing. It's a transition. When we die, we get our debriefing on what's really going on, and our memory gets erased and we come back again. But it's almost over. The simulation ends in 2178. So we're almost there. And again, check out the Archaics channel if you haven't already. It's mind-blowing stuff. And I really think he's onto something. And, there is definitely more to this than the material. That's another thing. Some people just think all there is the material. It's all mechanical. The only thing there is physics and chemistry. And they don't have either of those sorted. They don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. Because it's all about the ether and perturbations in the ether. And magnetism and its components, electricity and dielectricity. And that's all there is, and everything stems from that. And we have to put our energy where we want it, our focus where we want things to go, and take it from there. We don't want to, when you're pessimistic and you think the worst about everything, well, you're going to get that. And if you're watching the news still, turn that crap off. It's not helping. Especially, if you're buying it. But even if you're not, it's just putting all this stuff in your psyche that, kind of guides you and puts that imprint there. I've even quit and watched the Hopium channels, like X22 Report. It's the same rhetoric over and over. And yeah, stuff's going down, but really, I gotta just focus on my own reality bubble and keep it the way I want it. And hope other people catch on and do that too. And not everybody will. Most people will just go with the system. Only 33% of us are actually errants, according to calculations done by Jason and others. 33 1/3. So that means 2 out of every 3 people don't have a clue. That they're just followers of whatever. So yeah, we're outnumbered, but that's okay, because we know how to use our magic. But gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Yeah, I just say thank you all the time to everything. Just so thankful for every little thing. And, it's just endless when you start thinking of what you can be thankful for. It's endless. Endless gratitude. Gets you everywhere. Whoops. Alright guys, thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next time. Ciao, ciao.